Gen X and elder millennials, listen up, because I have had a epiphany.
Young boy disappeared for 8 years in 1978. He's then returned. He has no memory of where he's been, and he hasn't aged. Upon return, medical examinations reveal advanced astronomical data stored in his brain, star charts, the whole nine, right? He experiences telepathic communication with a non-human intelligence, and he finally learns that he was aboard a craft capable of traveling faster than the speed of light. Of course, authorities detain him, perform a bunch of neurological tests on him, and attempt to study both him and the craft that they've recovered. They, of course, present themselves as protective, maintain secrecy. That's always important because they're protecting the children. Now, the craft itself, they find is sentient, conscious. It bonds emotionally, and it actually integrates itself with the boy's consciousness so that he can navigate this craft as he's on it. Information is transferred directly into his mind, and the process is actually portrayed as pretty painless and beneficial. The craft later returns him to the exact moment of his disappearance in 1978, even though it was 1986, effectively erasing the missing time from his timeline. So no psychological harm is depicted, and the experience is framed as an adventure. Fun rather than trauma. Does it sound familiar? Because it should, because it's the plot line of Flight of the Navigator. You know, I barely remember this Disney movie, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was some random kid sci-fi adventure. See, David disappears for 8 years and then comes back the same age. No memory. Suddenly, he's got alien star maps in his brain, and that's exactly what is in decades of UFO abduction reports, right? Missing time, memory loss, telepathic downloads. This movie came out in 1986, like long before most of us had even heard of these terms, right? And you think about the government angle. In the movie, NASA, of course, locks him up, takes him away from his family, runs tests, pokes around in his brain, treats him like a damn lab rat, but they're not the bad guys. They're there to keep him safe because they're protecting the children, right? Which, if you believe the real life stories, is not usually how that plays out. It's like the film was programming us, teaching us that even if the government does horrible things to you and hides the truth, it's for your own good, right? Cut to Max. Max is the conscious, sentient, kind, talking spaceship that bonds with David. Back then, AI was just a dream in our heads, right? But here's Disney making us love the idea of a conscious machine. They don't make it scary. It's hilarious. Perfect comedic timing. Trustworthy. He's your friend, right? And here's the part that gets me. They take the potentially terrifying part of any abduction scenario and they have turned it around to make it safe. Missing time? Harmless. Alien brain scans? Super cool. Time travel is totally doable and totally fine, and the military is absolutely benevolent. I can't stop thinking that this movie was part of, and many others, I'm going to do videos on those too because I've had an epiphany, an early step in getting the kids in the 80s comfortable with these concepts that we're just now openly talking about. Alien contact, AI companions, talking about AI psychosis recently, and the manipulation of time, because the kids who watch this, they're the ones sitting in front of Congress discussing today's disclosure conversation. And they're the ones also building AI. We were primed. We just didn't know it. Our age group, most active in UFO disclosure, AI ethics, anti-censorship movements. Whether you believe in coordinated social programming or not, Flight of the Navigator primed us as kids for that era of key ideas. Abductions can be survivable and maybe even super fun. Might meet a buddy. Alien craft and AI can be our friends, and the government is there to protect us. Not to mention the fact that it normalizes telepathy and time manipulation and makes it well within our reach. So we have no questions. We're not asking questions now at this age, right? We are the adults leading today's disclosure debates. We are having the tech policy discussions. It's us. We all were watching that, and that is not the only movie. So the question remains, was Flight of the Navigator just an imaginative Disney kids movie, or was it an onboarding to concepts that the public was not ready to face head on in the 80s, and clearly still isn't now? I'm telling you, it's a psyop. I'll let you decide, but pop culture has always been one of the most effective delivery systems for preparing the public for uncomfortable truths, so do with that what you will.